30 latest world news 10/31/2024. Hurricane Oscar threatens a humanitarian crisis in Cuba after severe damage in the eastern regions. UN General Assembly renews its call for the U.S. to lift its embargo on Cuba. Bangladesh, UN Human Rights Commissioner urges sustained reforms after student-led protests. Global Plastic Treaty talks. UN calls for ambitious solutions to end plastic pollution. Ukraine conflict. UN Security Council holds emergency meeting amid reports of North Korean troops aiding Russia. Middle East crisis. Ceasefire talks show progress, with leaders hopeful for peace. Spain flooding. Torrential rains in Valencia result in over 60 fatalities. U.S. election. The race between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump enters its final stretch. Volkswagen faces financial issues, plans to close 3 factories in Germany. Election interference. Russia and China accused of meddling in U.S. elections. Thailand tightens entry restrictions to curb disease risks. Iran protests. Calls for women's rights continue with international support. South Africa. Government restricts pork imports to combat swine flu risks. China's economic challenges. Real estate crisis threatens economic stability. Israel-Hezbollah tensions. Tensions escalate as Hezbollah threatens further attacks. South China Sea. China increases military activity, raising regional concerns. Japan considers expanding military forces amid deteriorating security. Australia commits to a 60% emissions reduction by 2030. Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia launches a new missile attack in eastern Ukraine. Lebanon, leaders seek peace agreements among armed groups. Nigeria's president calls for international aid after catastrophic flooding. Hong Kong protests. Pro-democracy demonstrations persist despite government pressure. South Korea unveils economic measures to boost labor market. U.S. FBI expands investigation into voter fraud allegations. Peru faces environmental policy backlash following oil spill disaster. Turkey intensifies military action against Kurdish groups. European Union advances funding support package for Ukraine. France major protests in Paris against pension reforms. Egypt emphasizes regional cooperation to address Sudan crisis. Chile. Parliament debates education reform amid rising protests.